You know what we're going to do? We're going to ask our producer to play that video again, and of course tell you that this is not a channel's cameraman. It's someone at the stadium. It's an amateur cameraman that brought those pictures out. So let's warn you that the pictures may be moving so quickly for your eyes. But just for you to have something to show and illustrate exactly what happened at the goal project today, we'll allow you to see those pictures again. Okay, this is what Dumnadi was talking about. The referee was obviously going to that for the penalty.
I think that was why the players were so
yeah, it was. Look at this. This is what we're saying. This didn't look like it was inside the box, but yeah, Tolu, you were saying something about it happens everywhere. Referees can make wrong calls.
They can make mistakes like this. Okay, I'm going to cite two examples that happened, two of them in Europe. One with Barcelona and Manchester City. Barca, Demichelis fouled Messi outside the box, but he fell inside the box, and the referee awarded the penalty. Happened with Real Madrid against Getafe.
But look at this one. Look at this one. Look at it. A policeman was knocked down. Another policeman wanted to go to rescue him. He got punched, and both policemen decided to take it easy.
Easy as that.
The police were helpless. Look at the referee running for his dear life, and he was running to no end because where he was going, there was no way.
He made a group of people there.
And
because our cameras could not pick that because I don't know why the cameras were under threat.
Look at it. A policeman was knocked down. Another policeman was going to help him. The police were helpless. Dumnodi, this is exactly what we have always highlighted on this show as being the problem of our domestic football. On one hand, you could talk about maybe refereeing errors, which is human. Sometimes they could be deliberate. True. Sometimes they could be omissions and, well, omission or commission. And then a lack of security. The policemen were completely helpless, overpowered by supporters and players, and the referee was left at his own mercy.
As much as the footage can provide us, we can only see two policemen on ground.
No.
That's what we have.
No, there were some other policemen in camouflage, but they were not doing anything. It was as good as they were not there.
When those two guys were...
You can't assume that they were not policemen, even if they're not supporting.
No, but what is the policeman supposed to be doing?
Look at it. Let me state this. The first thing, the NFF did very good. They did a very brilliant job of saying the match officials are going to be changed, but they didn't take into consideration the security. Because once you are playing a game here, you expect Evangelist Beach to be coming with a large number of people from Kaduna to Abuja.
Kaduna is not far
from Abuja to Kaduna, just 2 hours.
From Abuja. Kwara is also not far from Abuja. So you are expecting fans to be there.
5-6 hours from
the responsibility for security for this game, interestingly, is not for either Ranchers or Kwara
United.
It's a neutral venue.
It's a neutral venue.
So FCT, FA, the host FA were supposed to provide security at this venue. They were lacking.
Were they communicated?
FCT, a match is taking place in
I'm
FCT.
saying, you know,
this is a very high-profile game that had gone to disciplinary committee and had gone to appeal. Definitely, the Abuja FCT FA must be aware of it.
By your side, Nembe City versus Lobby Star, Nembe City by Gombe United. We are still having this controversy. Who is in charge of security in that particular venue?
Those ones are different cases because this one is an appeal committee decision for you to go and play at a neutral venue. They must have been communicated because they must have taken care of everything. But clearly, they didn't live up to the billings.
Yes.
Clearly, there was a breach.
I mean, the first security man saw that his colleague was
knocked down.
He tried to assist. When this other one was knocked out, no one else came around.
I mean,
and the other guys just...
So if policemen...
if they were on ground, I'm saying they saw the first two guys knocked down and they just went, wow, let's just play safe. Let's not go there for our own share. And when the policemen are not even around to help the officials, how do they help themselves?
If the policemen cannot help themselves, how do they help officials? Anyway,
it's going to show that both the fans and the players were ready for this fight.
Of which of the teams? The two teams? Or which of the teams? Anyway, let's bring you a closer picture. At the end of the beating, we got another picture of the referee. This is referee Charles.
This is the fallout of that.
This is what the referee looks like after
that punch.
After the
series of punches.
And a series of punches. This is unacceptable. Clearly unacceptable.
I mean,
referee Charles Ozigbo from Anambra. This is what it looks like at the end of the game.
So clearly, they have to point out who did this.
Dumnodi, that comes to another issue that we need to
Who
talk
did
about.
this? Who did this to him? Well, because assumptions, we can assume Ranchers fans did it because they were the ones who were
Tony,
on the receiving
I
end
don't
of the
want to
penalty.
assume.
No, we
So,
can't
but we cannot assume.
Let's not assume.
Who did it?
No, don't assume. We shouldn't assume. The first picture, when that penalty, okay, when that incident happened, that decision by the referee, I'm not saying it's a penalty. I don't know whether the referee awarded the penalty in the first place. There was a player who ran. The player who was
In jersey
number
number 4. Jersey number 4 of
number
Ranchers.
4 of Ranchers.
Ranchers jersey number 4.
Must be sorted out first.
Because it was the one that went and gave the first punch.
The first punch. And now, for that first punch, we don't know whether the first punch is this one.
It doesn't even matter whether that was
the first punch. That's the first.
That's the one that the camera
first
captured.
culprit. The first culprit must explain why you have to go to that extent of punching the referee. If you want to make a complaint, you have the captain who was closer to the referee, who could have made a better appeal than the player who just came. And look at the way the guy ran, as if maybe he and the referee were sharing. Maybe they're struggling for one land somewhere in Abuja. So I think that number, just number 4
of Ranchers jersey number
first.
4. At least we saw
National
that one
League.
on camera.
We don't want
punching the referee.
what happened again between
I was
Bayelsa and Ekenemi.
Thank you, Dumnodi, for bringing that to our point. We raised this,
Sincerely.
and this is time for us to talk about it. We had a similar case like this. Well, not as bad as this. It was Bayelsa.
He pushed the referee.
They pushed the referee down. And the LMC said they were going to look for the player. They were going to bring him to book.
Right from week 5.
Right from week 5
Still
till the
waiting.
end of the season. We had nothing about it till now.
Even the fine.
So if
even the
a-
fine of 100,000 naira every week for
Nobody is
I don't know
talking
whether
about-
whether they pay that.
Now-
I mean, if Bayelsa did pay that for how many weeks?
El
33
Kanemi,
weeks.
if El Kanemi
El
paid it.
Kanemi, they should have been bankrupt by now.
Now, when a player beats a referee and he goes scot-free, he's not punished, another player will do it.
Yeah, that's it now.
So this is what we see.
That's it.
Referee
When you
Charles Izogbu of
Ozigbo of Anambra.
Ozigbo of Anambra at the
This
receiving
is
end.
what we say. When you have a stadium and you don't know the security arrangement, and the first is that this match commissioner, this match is a controversial match. It's a fallout of an incident that happened in Kaduna. The match commissioner would have been. That's the responsibility of the match commissioner. He's the chief
The
executive.
rule says if you don't have a certain number of policemen at the game,
Don't start the game.
Don't start the game.
Don't start the game. It's not compulsory you won't play the game that day.
We
You can
know
say,
that never
hey,
happened.
Kwara United, Ranchers, we go back to Kaduna. We'll fix another date.
And this was a game that was supposed to just last 28 minutes. So if
28
we cannot provide adequate security for a
Tony,
28 minutes game
You don't know when that incident will happen. Even if it's 2 minutes.
to the end of the
In a
game,
split of a second, that decision was a split of a second. And what happened? Within 5 minutes, we saw
all
what
hell
happened.
was let loose.
So
Anyway, we got across to Lawrence Katken, the scribe of the Secretary General of the Nigerian National League Board. And, well, he was going out of town, but he gave us this statement as his own reaction when we put a call across to him. He says he wasn't there at the stadium, but that he's heard about the unfortunate disruption to the Ranchers versus Kwara United game, even at a neutral place like Abuja. The Nigerian National League Board cannot pass any comment on the incident until we get the match reports from the match commissioner and the center referee. But I must tell you that this is really unfortunate. That's the comment of Lawrence Katken, scribe of the Nigeria National League. Well, I think that's where we will
report.
also.
Let's go back to the next stop. Let's go back to the next stop.
That's also where we will also put a peg on this issue. But this is really embarrassing for Nigerian football. NFF president
just 28
talked about sending some of our best referees to England. If you send them to England, to
And no
Brazil,
security.
to FIFA headquarters, and things
They can
like
still
this,
make,
and
mistakes like
policemen
this.
cannot protect them, and fans beat them up,
The next set
This
of
is what you
referee
get.
going for
Because they
capacity-
can still
the
make
next
this
set of referee
mistake.
going for capacity building must go with this tape and show the English referees there that this is what we face in Nigeria. How do we
When you
resolve
make
this
a
matter?
mistake, when you make a
And
mistake
fans
like
comes
this,
like this.
you get beat
What
up.
do you do?
Anyway, let's hear from you. Talk to us about it. What do you feel about what you just saw that happened this morning in Abuja? Really embarrassing. And I hope that the NFF will get to the root of this matter, find out all those involved in it, and bring them to book. Well, Dumnodi, this is the good reason why we brought you on Sports Tonight. We'll go on a quick break now, and when we return, Saeed will be joining us. We'll allow Dumnodi to go take a rest. We still have plenty more for you on Sports Tonight. Join us again.